Hello fellow modelers, Bruce here. Well, the title of this video is that the Slate Run Railroad gets a tannery. And that tannery is actually a kit that's put out by Fine Scale Miniatures, or was in the past. But I want to kind of build up to how I got that kit. So let's start with a brief talk about Fine Scale Miniatures. When George Stelios first started Fine Scale Miniatures, he was releasing kits that were not limited in production. They were typically single structures of medium size, and like this Weary Willie's truck terminal that I told you I got this past Christmas from one of my sons. And at the time that this was released, it was $8.95. I think if I zoom in a little bit, you can see that. There. And, nice kit. And I've built 3 of George's earlier kits. I built his signal tower. I built a bucket coal loading station and a 2-stall engine house. I'm going to insert those pictures right here. So early on, George's kits, single structure, modest size, not a limited run. They typically were in production for a while. Just for the sake of comparison, this kit weighs about 7/10 of 1 pound with the detail items and the wood and the instructions and everything inside. As time went on, George started to put out larger kits like the one that I picked up for the tannery. This is his kit, the Barongould Tannery, and it was, I saw it come up for sale on a forum I was on where everybody on the forum really is into craftsman kits. And the gentleman was selling this for about half of what it was going on for on eBay. So my plan all along was to scratch build a tannery for the Slate Run Railroad. If you recall, the Slate Run is my upper deck railroad and represents a logging railroad in Pennsylvania. And one thing about the logging railroads in Pennsylvania is they tended to serve other industries that were related to the lumber industry and were located in the forests near the lumber. And tanneries in Pennsylvania was one of the big forest industries at the time. So I was going to scratch build one, and then I saw this come up and I said, you know what, can't pass it up for the price. And although It doesn't contain all of the elements of a tannery. Those other elements are usually separate buildings, and I could always scratch build those if I have enough real estate to do so. So here is what Barongould's Tannery kit looks like. And this kit weighs 4.2 pounds, which will give you an idea of how much larger it is and to a great extent how many more details there are. This is a kit that has a number of elements to it. You can see that the main tannery building is here, and then it comes across the tracks to some ancillary buildings, and there's additional buildings down here. So it does take up quite a bit of real estate, and there's another picture of it. Try to get the glare off of it. There, I think that's a pretty good picture. A kit like this will take me, months to build. So it'll be a while before you see this one actually get built, but I had to grab it while I saw it for this price. And although I could have scratch built it, I gotta say this was just too good to pass up. More instructions, Campbell shingles on the roll, glazing for the windows, and package after package of wood siding and strip wood. This is probably the basis of a water tank. One of many packages of metal castings, which is adding to the weight. So very typical of George's kits as they got larger and larger. And this one is a beaut. At the end of production for Fine Scale Miniatures, George started to put out his Jewel series, which were multiple structures. This is Hooligan's Alley. Bonnie gave me this for Christmas while I was still working, so that was probably 2004, 5, or 6. I forget which, but this was number 7 in the Jewel series. I think I have numbers 7 and 8. So I have 2 of those that are on the shelf as well. This is unopened. Quite frankly, I have no idea what I'll ever get to build this one. But if not, it goes into the estate sale. Alrighty, just thought I would expose you to what I decided to do for a tannery on my Slate run. And hopefully in a year or so I'll start to build that one. I have a number of other smaller kits to do first. Alrighty, as always, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. Talk to you again soon.